morning, guys. We're back on the 67. So, little recap. We went ahead and painted the white, trimmed it out, and some spots that's harder to do. When you're doing a two-tone color like this, it is very tape and untape situations. So, especially when you paint them separate, but you still got a lot of break lines you got to break off on. But we painted the white yesterday. Then we taped that off. Take the top off because it's really hard to get to on the rotisserie the way it is. We didn't want to put clear all over it and it running all over the panel as we spin it because we're already going to clear it as we spin the panel. But we wanted to make sure every part of the truck had the right color and the right kind of color and the right amount of color. Because the sparkle silver, you need to do exactly on every panel the exact amount of coat. So it's got 2 coats of sparkle silver, and then it's got a long coat. What I call a long coat, it's probably not technical. I just hold it up here. Sparkle silver is the biggest metallic that you can get. It has a lot of array of colors, and so when you hold it way high, it's like a dust coat kind of. But I'm doing it for the color, not for coverage. I'm doing it for just to get the color, the flake to look a little bit bigger, but not super big, to give that contrast in the sun. So if you kind of atomize the paint a little more, when it hits the panel, once you clear it, then the panel looks, it's got a lot more different array of colors in it. But sparkle silver is the prettiest color, in my opinion, that silver you can get. They do make a lot of Chrysler silvers, but it's still got the silver flake. This particular color has reds and greens and blues and all in it. And don't let that scare you. It's not like you're going to see those colors. It's just, if you look at it real close, but it's just, you just have to see it in the sun. I'll show you after we're done and it's outside. But we taped off the white, got the white done, and then we come in this morning and we painted all the silver in the area, the troubled areas, the areas we have to back tape and all that from the door. So once we unpeel the tape here, we'll go ahead and we'll clear these parts. We'll let these parts cook, and then for like 15 minutes in the booth, and then we'll turn the booth off, and then we'll let it sit. We should be further along on this project than what we was, but during the snowstorm, the booth went down, and we have been putting parts on this booth ever since that. So it has been, the actual burner and everything is outside, and that snowstorm had really messed us up, but we're still fixing things daily. So, but I think we got it all dialed in. But back to this panel, man, it looks great. Everything looks good. The metallics look great. The white was laid down beautiful. So like I said, I'm about to untape it. Once we untape it, there's no striping, there's no clouding. So once I untape it, I'm gonna mix clear, which I've got some mixing over there. And then I'm gonna come back over here and I'm gonna clear all these panels. And then I'll bring you back and I'll show you what it's like for them all to be clear. And then I'll step out of the booth 15-20 minutes, let it tack off and dry. And then we'll flip the truck again. We'll flip it on the rotisserie. We'll flip the doors. And then we're gonna hang the doors. The reason we're doing this is so that if we scratch something in here, it doesn't go down to final assembly before we have to bring it back. Because once it goes to final assembly, it's going married to the frame. They are waiting on me now for this cab to be on that frame because the frame is done. Then it goes on there, and then I'll have a team of builders just jump on it. I'm gonna put a couple guys together and try to jump on this thing and get it knocked out. But that being said, right now I'm trying to get this color to lay down right on the cab and the doors, and then the fenders. I've got the fenders done and the back panel for the bed. I got the bed sides left, and then once I get them, every part will be done. The tailgate's finished. So there is a lot of parts done on the truck. I just need to get it. I just need to get the doors and the cab and everything to match, because when you're doing silvers, anybody out there that paints knows, man, if you paint panels separately, if you don't do the exact same steps, it'll be different colors. So we want to try to make it right and I've took the same steps on the fenders and the parts that we've already done. I took the same steps on this right here. So that being said, we're fixing to lay down some clear on here. Gonna see the magic happen, this in the cab, and then we'll let it dry. Once it flashes out, like I said, we'll show you what it looks like. We'll let it dry off, and then we'll go to the next process. And so just stick along with this 67 C10 build. This is going to be a beautiful truck. It's Gary and A3 Customs.